QAnon. Like a lot of cults and conspiracy theories, it hides its most extreme views away from casual observers. So it took a while for the general public to find out Q's core belief, that liberal elites are kidnapping children to drink their blood. It's a shocking, out-of-left-field accusation, but Q didn't conjure it out of thin air.
A lot of people promoting QAnon ideas today probably have no idea that there is an anti-Semitic history to what they're talking about.
The roots are definitely there, and they're old, like Middle Ages old.
So the blood libel is a literally medieval anti-Semitic conspiracy theory, and it was this idea that powerful groups of Jews were meeting in secret late at night to ritualistically abuse children and extract their blood to use it in matzah. The blood libel evolved into this idea that Jews were using these secret occult rituals to control the world.
After several hundred years, someone decided it was time to write that conspiracy theory down to make it easier to distribute and give it a sheen of legitimacy.
So the Protocols of the Elders of Zion is a forgery that was produced in the late 1800s or early 1900s by allies of the Tsarist secret police in Russia, the Okhrana. Protocols claim to be the minutes of a secret meeting at which Jews in Switzerland were planning how they were going to control the world through these other secret means. So blood being used in matzah evolved into a much more sort of complicated framework for how Jews were supposedly controlling world governments.
Did that codification of a centuries-old lie or superstition make the protocols and the concept of blood libel more influential?
Yes. So the blood libel worked in the same ways that the protocols later worked, which was they served as a pretext for persecution, and they have been used to promote all kinds of other anti-Semitic beliefs and actions to this day.
Take me through how blood libel and the protocols of the Elders of Zion form the backdrop to some of the conspiracy theories that are influential today.
So in the 1970s, white supremacists in the US started circulating a version of the protocols in this idea that they called the Zog, the Zionist organized government. And it basically is the same belief system as the blood libel. It is this claim that Jews are secretly controlling world governments. What we see in QAnon is a little bit different, but it is also the same. QAnon holds that there is a cabal of powerful evildoers meeting in secret, usually late at night, to ritualistically abuse children and to use a substance produced from their bodies, which they call adrenochrome, to gain eternal life. So we can see really clearly that it takes elements of the blood libel, it takes elements of the protocols, it takes even elements of the Zog, and it sort of compresses them together into this kind of conspiracy theory, where even if it's not overtly anti-Semitic on its surface, it is very much deeply rooted in the history of anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. What we know about both the blood libel broadly and the protocols specifically is that they served as a pretext for genocide. They served as a pretext for violence, whether it was pogroms, whether it was the Nazis. Henry Ford in the 1930s reprinted the protocols in his newspaper, the Dearborn Leader, and he did that as a way to promote anti-Semitism in the United States, which again worked. So the concern is whether or not we realize it leads to a demonization of our political opponents, and it leads as to a pretext for individual violence, which is something that we've seen over and over again connected to QAnon. People thinking that they are justified or obligated to commit individual acts of violence or domestic terror because they believe that they are confronting this cabal. QAnon unites anti-Semitism with this sort of like apocalyptic, almost messianic mindset, where if the right set of evildoers are identified and fought against and driven out of power or killed, then it'll usher in this, glorious new age of perfect peace and harmony. And that is, again, a real concern because, people will do anything to hasten that golden age.